Alrighty.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Ooh,
I
flowers.
just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Hey,
Greymane or Battleborn?
I beg your pardon?
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn?
I don't understand what you're asking exactly.
New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn?
Ah, in Fair Verona where we lay our scene. That what we're talking about. Sorry, I'm not going to pick any sides without a bit more information on that. See you later.
Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side.
Yes, I know.
Long live the Empire.
Indeed. I bet he would have liked me more if I'd actually stayed in that soldier's outfit. More flowers. Flowers and flowers.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day?
Sure.
My friend Maven and I... Have you met Maven?
Nope.
In Riften?
Haven't been there.
We know our place in this world. Know the place of others, too.
Ooh, that's ominous. Howdy.
Well met, traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
I'm here to help any way I can.
Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path.
Well, that's actually where I was going. You live here?
Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem.
Yeah, I suppose you could argue that dragons would sit higher on a list of threats than a civil war. I mean, either one can cause unrest and damage to the general populace, but, you know, still. Any place to find work here?
Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall. Your Basker. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle.
Okay, well that sounds good. And where to get a drink around here?
Ah, the most important question of all.
Yeah.
You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead.
Perfect.
But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one.
You don't like me, Kyle?
Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions.
Ah, I see. Yeah, well, I guess if that holds true to what you're saying, that would mean that I've ran into two bards who, seem less than honorable. Thanks for that information.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Golly, I can't
Do
keep
you
talking
get
to
the
everyone on
Cloud
the street.
District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I just need to get myself on
They
up
say
to the...
Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I'm sure you will be. Especially when it comes in and tears towers down with its forehead. Goodness gracious. Lit me on fire. Yeah, let's see. I'm guessing that top of the city is the palace.
My husband Nazim.
We can't afford
Check the Jarl's
It
backside.
took me weeks
That's
to
usually
find
where
out
he
he's
stuffs
dead.
himself
I
these
can't
days.
stop now.
Goodness gracious.
Your children? Your very lives?
There's a lot of people talking around here.
And what does the Empire?
Alright, keep going. Alright. No one's gonna stop me. I'll go right on in. Excuse me. I'm here to announce,
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Oh, well, I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains
this
why the
then?
guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Yeah, I was just coming here to announce about a whole dragon event that I was, present for.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yeah, I sure did. And it destroyed Helgen. I last saw it heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
I like you.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
I mean, kind
You've
of.
done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Oh my.
There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come,
Okay.
let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Ah, okay. Rumors of dragons. Gave me some steel armor also. Let's check that out right quick. Well, that might be worth putting on. Better armor or regeneration? Let's put on the armor for now. Oh yeah, that's a good look. Let's go with that for now.
You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Goodness gracious. Your kids are misbehaving, I think.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
Yeah, I've got about a million other jobs I could do also.
Use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Oh, perfect. Well, where am I going and what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow? I mean, I have reason to go there anyways, but tell me.
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here.
Oof.
I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
And how do you know that the tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Okay. That's very convincing. Tell me more about the Dragon War, though.
I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords.
Okay. So, all the dragons were killed in this dragon war, supposedly?
Oh no. Many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach.
Oh, that's cool. Seems a bit made of a lot of wood for that, but, you know, whatever. Are you the only wizard here in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice.
Okay.
That reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Oh, yeah, sure. As long as it's not too far.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Rude. Let's see. I already know about this whole College of Winterhold thing, so... Do you owe allegiance to the Imperials?
If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant?
Sure.
Probably not.
Rude.
As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, okay. Very good. I didn't realize he was still standing there. I thought he wandered off a minute ago. What is this you're standing by?
I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Well, I mean, I hate to be more tedious, but I want to know what this table is.
What are you still doing here? The Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority, remember?
Yes, I know. I was going to ask you about enchanting.
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, what are the duties of a court wizard anyway?
I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic.
That's straightforward.
If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
Golly, you really are not fond of questions. Just keep shrugging me off. Well, now I can see this, though, since you're done with it. Well, I'm wearing that hood. I don't want to give that up yet, but I could try and learn this. Awesome. I also want to keep that ring available. Let's get some health. There we go. Alrighty. Suppose we could be on our way to go do some other things. And maybe earn a little bit of gold. Then...
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say.
And then after we earn some gold, maybe we can gear up a little bit more. And head towards that Bleak Falls Barrow place.
You were once man. An ass man, you said.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Sure.
Just 1 gold?
Here.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Why exactly are you begging?
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Oh my goodness. That makes me tempted to go murder people for throwing out a small child. I could adopt you, perhaps. I mean, I don't have anywhere official to keep you.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
No, I don't.
Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
Alright, new goal. Forget money for myself. I have to get a house so that I can adopt this poor child. And boy, am I tempted to go murder some farmers. If only she would tell me where they lived. Alright, let's see here. What's this? Bellathor's.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I work for Bellathor.
Why'd you come in the back door, Faendal?
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
Oh, goodness.
Take a look.
Alright, let's see here. Well, again, I don't know why I'm bothering looking at too much stuff. Oh, those are dope looking. Because after all, I am broke. I already have those spells. Yeah, how's business?
Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum.
Okay. Well, what brings a Breton like yourself to Skyrim?
Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles.
Quite the alliteration
but without
there.
a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis.
You could have just said that you actually didn't care for being here, but okay.
Do come back.
I'm sure I will.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing.
Arcadia's Cauldron. Now this is probably where I need to go to
Let me
drop
know
off
if you
those
see anything
frost
you like.
salts. Hi there.
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil.
Oh. So you're a healer then?
Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed.
Oh, cool. Well, I have some frost salts for you from Farengar.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other.
Excuse me?
Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Fair warning. Love potions always have drawbacks. You ever think of returning to Cyrodiil?
Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20!
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you should go. I was just asking. I mean, if you got family down in Cyrodiil, I mean, you know, might want to go there at some point. What you got for sale?
Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Hardly. Oh, another recipe. Well, that could be handy. I'll bite. Let's take it.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
I swear, if this recipe is blisterwort and wheat, I already know that one. Well, wheat is one of the ingredients, but imp stool. I didn't know that one. Thank you. Alrighty. Bannered Mare.
Come on in.
Huh?
We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Oh man, whole bunch of people here to talk to. Hey, John, how you doing? Hello, Hulda.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Well, heard any rumors?
I assume you saw the Gilder Green? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth.
That's right.
People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
Okay. Any other rumors?
People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Certainly sounds odd. Give me the latest gossip.
The companions? In Jorvasku? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Any problems around town that need handling?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. What can I get you?
I probably need to rent a room tonight.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Alright, thank you.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Oh man. Much better service than that other tavern where I, didn't know where I was going to spend the
I
night.
ain't done nothing.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you. Faendal, this may be a double bed, but you're sleeping on the floor.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Well, I came to talk to you.
That Heimsker's crazy. Him and his talk of Talos. We should just shut up.
Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Are you always drunk?
Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
I'll bring you some ale then.
Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Alright. Sounds good, okay.
Sure, whatever.
Hello there.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Oh? Get a lot of attention from men?
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, Mikhail, is that who's giving you trouble?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh!
What if I talk to him?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Alright, no, I have a reason to talk to him now.
Until next time.
Hello there.
I ain't
The
done
security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only
There
thing I
once
can.
was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Hi there.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda.
Oh yeah, she mentioned something about that. You're looking to become a merchant, though?
Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Oh, taking down a mammoth doesn't sound easy, that's for sure. But maybe I could help with that?
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Hey, I'll take you up on that offer. What do you know of the Khajiit?
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
I mean, tropical forests could be pleasant, depending on. You mentioned about other trading caravans, though?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
Farewell.
And who are you?
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
Well, thank you for clarifying that so thoroughly. Were you the one arguing out there earlier?
Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ha!
So, this whole feud with Clan Greymane has something to do with, them supporting different side from you?
Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin.
Oh.
The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. And what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
Dang. Just took their name through the mud, didn't you? Well, tell me more about your clan, I guess.
Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will.
Goodness. Yeah, you sound like you got it all going on there. So what about the Greymanes?
Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance.
Ah, I see.
You watch yourself out there.
Interesting. Hello there.
Yes?
Who forges your arms and armor?
Adrienne, at her forge, just outside.
Okay, yeah.
Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters?
Gotcha.
We'll have to have a pint together sometime, you and me.
Well, we'll catch you in just a minute, right after I go talk to the bard.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got.
Yeah, I got a thing to mention to you. You should stop bothering poor Carlotta.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, she's not yours. Stop the nonsense.
Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
There you go. That's more like it. So, what exactly do you do around here besides play music?
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Fair enough, I already heard about it. I'm assuming that's where you
Some
learned.
parting advice? Women?
Yes, exactly. Hello.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Well, nothing if you've not got anything to talk about. Let's see here.
Need something?
What about you?
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
You must really love to fight.
The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth.
Sounds like you've almost got a grudge.
You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them.
Why'd they reject you?
It wasn't my fault. I told them, over and over, that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's pretty rough. Anyways, maybe I could take your mind off of it. You wanna duke it out with me instead?
And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground.
Yeah, let's put that to the test. Let's go.
Why don't you come back when you actually have 100 gold?
Ah. Call me out on my bluff.
Good. Chat time's over.
I'll be back with 100 gold and then we'll make a proper bet. Now I'm sad because I'm broke. Good night, everyone.